How many people tried to diagram this? Okay, how many people did just try to do this intuitively? All right, let's start with intuitive and see how that goes, okay? So, in any nation, a flourishing national scientific community is essential to a successful economy. What's that saying in plain English?
Scientists are essential to the economy.
Okay. Is that how you...
Broke it down to that. I was like,
Yeah.
scientists, good economy, like just thinking about it, processing.
Can you translate that into if-then?
If the nation has a scientific community that is flourishing,
Mhm.
then there will be a successful economy.
No.
Is it the other way?
It's the other way. If something is essential for something else, then it's necessary,
So in
it's
order-
required.
so if you want to have a successful economy, then you need a flourishing.
If you want your economy to succeed, then you have to have a flourishing scientific community. It does not mean that if you have a flourishing scientific community, that you will have a successful economy. Think about this. We could restate this. Sorry about that, Thomas. We could restate this sentence as a flourishing LSAT score is essential to a successful application. Does that mean that if you get a flourishing LSAT score, you will have a successful application? No, not if you say, if you drop an F-bomb in your writing sample, right?
I'm not very excited.
So don't do that.
Uh,
I feel like you can make it work, really.
yeah, depending on how you drop it. Especially if you can like tap into some liberal tendencies in the law school community, you know. If you go after the right thing, they might let it pass. All right. So we're good with that one. I wouldn't diagram this, but if we're getting this wrong, at least in terms of if-then, we kind of need to. So if you have a successful economy, then you have an economic community. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. For such a community to flourish requires that many young people become excited enough about science that they resolve to become professional scientists. Okay, that's really wordy, but in essence, what's this saying? If what? You have 5 minutes remaining in this section. No pressure.
What was your question?
Oh, it's okay. Second sentence. What's the translation? For such a community to flourish requires that many young people become excited enough about science that they resolve to become professional scientists.
Let me
Yes.
start again. So, if you want that scientific community to flourish,
Yep.
then, because requires would be the then,
Yep.
that young people become excited about science and resolve to become.
So we'll just say the whole young people thing.
Okay.
Sound good? Are we cool with this? All right. So requires introduces the necessary condition. So that's in the then clause and that's in the if clause. And I'm going to link it together because they're related. Good communication between scientists and the public is necessary to spark that excitement. All right. Anyone want to give this a shot? Sana, you got it? Okay.
If young people are excited about science, then there's good communication.
Yes. The good communication was necessary for that excitement. So if you have people, young people who are excited, there must have been good communication. That's what we got. All right. So, A, if scientists communicate with the public, guess what? We can stop right now. Why can we stop?
Because that comes last.
That comes last, and it's in the if clause right now. B, the extent to which we can stop. Why can we stop?
We don't know anything
The
about
extent?
it.
Yeah, the extent is like relative, right? We don't know anything about that. It was just, these were all like, you got it or you don't. C, no nation can have a successful economy unless at some point scientists have communicated well with the public. What's necessary for what? Can anyone translate this into if then? If you can't, we can use the unless rule, but yeah, Madhu?
Well, I did it as an unless rule.
Okay, what's the unless rule?
Unless, so if not good
Yep.
communication, then not a successful economy.
Yes. Answer choice C says, if not good communication, then not successful economy, right? Because unless equals if not. Are you guys okay with that? Anyone have questions about that conversion? That's a tricky conversion. Is this correct or wrong?
Correct.
Why?
Because it's contrapositive of
It's
that.
contrapositive of the original chain, right? If S then G means if not G then not S. That's just flipping the gear. Okay, answer choice D. It is essential. In other words, it's required that any nation's economy that most of the young people in that nation who are excited about scientists become professional scientists. Isn't this one of the necessary things? Why? Isn't that if you want to be successful, you gotta have this whole why thing? Huh. Your neighbor chose D and now they're wondering why you chose C, and you tell them what? Oh, the LSAT messed up and gave us 2 correct answers? Alright guys, I don't know what's gonna happen on
In
Saturday.
any nation's economy.
Something or other, whatever that,
The destroyer analogy? Is this a false contrapositive though?
isn't it?
It says it's essential to any nation's economy that most of the young people in the nation blah blah blah. So what's essential? The young people is essential to the nation's economy.
That's true.
Yeah, like, if you want to be successful, then the whole young people thing gotta happen.
Is it most?
Most.
Most versus many young people.
Didn't I use most, I think?
There's 2 problems. One is they said many. Many is not as many as most, right? So it doesn't have to be most. Could just be many. Can anyone, for the bonus, get the second problem with this? The young people were required, yes?
I was gonna say, like,
Oh.
this says the communication, and this says, like, the communication is required.
The communication is really the next thing. Yes, Madhu.
So it's that most of the young people who are excited about science become professional scientists, rather than that there are enough young people who are excited about science to become professional.
Okay, yeah, so what did the passage say originally?
That you just need enough young people in the community, that many
To
of,
do what?
To
To get-
resolve to become
yeah.
a scientist. Like actually
Resolve,
become.
yeah. I will become a scientist!
oh, that's why.
But
It's
D
because they
says-
resolved versus.
Yeah, resolved. Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad you resolved to do that, little Joey. But
Really?
if Joey, yeah.
It's not the
So
fact
if young
that the
people, if
pool of
you
people are
have you
different.
maybe you resolved to become a scientist.
But I feel like if you resolve to become a scientist, you're very likely going to become a scientist.
Are you going to become one?
I think that's not true.
Well, I am not resolving to be one. 'Cause
Well, I'm just curious. But you just said it right there. You didn't say that they will become one. You just said that they're very likely to. And this says
well, I just
most of the young people who are excited about science become professional scientists. They have to do it. So we'd have to go back to those kids and say, hey, look, you resolved to be a scientist. Now you're going to become one.
But I also feel like the pool of people. So I will buy that. But what I was gonna say was that the pool of young people that they're choosing from are different. So in the question stem,
Mm-hmm.
it was that many young people, like, of the community, become excited enough about science so that they become or resolve to become professional scientists.
Sure.
Versus in D, it's most of the young people who are already excited about science resolve to become scientists.
Yeah, so it's talking about the wrong group, right? It's like getting narrow with the group.
Yeah, like it's more narrow than.
Like they never said how many people actually have to become scientists. So I see what you're saying. This is like, it's like of the ones who are excited, most of them actually have to become scientists. But again, it's still, I would still say, well, we just never even talked about how many actually have to become it. So bad. You guys cool with that? Will?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a no.
No, I'm cool with, like, the way it flows with C.
Okay, so you're cool with why C is correct.
Yeah.
You're not cool with why D is wrong.
I see why I get the most.
The most is a problem,
Yeah.
and become scientists is a problem because it's not the fact that they actually have to become scientists.
Right.
It's just they have to resolve to become scientists.
Right. I get that. That works.
And it's also weird too because it's only talking about the ones who are excited as opposed to just the youth in general.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, this is apart from the answer, but you know the second sentence we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
for such a
Mhm.
community. Can you make it into a graph again? Where,
Yeah, it's just this right here.
Yeah.
If you want to flourish,
Mhm.
then you have to have the young people. Just remember this, the word requires is going to introduce the then clause. So everything after the word requires is then, everything before it is if.
So if like just by simplifying it, if for X to happen, you need to have Y, right?
So if X then Y.
Oh, okay,
That's it.
okay.
Yeah, because the requirement is going to go into the necessary condition or the then clause.
But doesn't that mean if Y happens, then X happens? No.
No. Let's replace this with a sentence we all know.
Yeah.
For you to get into law school requires that you take the LSAT. Does that mean that if you take the LSAT, you'll go to law school?
Okay.
No, right? Even though it is required. Okay.